It was a quiet June night, the kind where shadows stretch just a little too long, where the city exhales and holds its breath. Somewhere on 16th Street Northeast, a man named Decordre Chiles stepped into the darkness, unaware that his every move was being watched. Imagine that, being the hunted in a city that prides itself on community, on trust. Can you feel the cold certainty, the predator's calculated patience, the slow, creeping hunt before a sudden strike? A moment where trust fractures and violence finds its mark. Decordre's presence was ordinary, almost unnoticed, but to the person lurking, he was a target, etched with careful intent. The night wrapped around them like a shroud as footsteps followed, closing distance with silent ease. How does it feel to disappear before the world even knows you were there? That question would echo long after Decordre's life was stolen away on that unremarkable street, in a moment that shattered everything. This is not just a story about a man and a killer. It is a story of a neighborhood caught between light and darkness, of a community's struggle beneath the weight of grief and fear. It is a story of Decordre himself, his laughter, his small dreams, the fragile hope he carried, and the relentless drive of a suspect who blended into the very fabric of that community. Decordre was more than just a name on a board in an investigator's office. He was a brother to his sister, Malika, who remembers him as the kind of man whose smile could ignite a room, whose gentle words mended broken spirits. He was a father figure in his extended family, a man who walked the same streets as neighbors he knew by name, who dreamed one day of watching his children grow in peace. Yet peace was fragile. It was a fragile illusion, shattered in seconds. Enter Leonard Hayes, the prime suspect. To everyone who knew him, Leonard was the helpful neighbor, always ready with a repair or a smile, a man who appeared harmless, but under that mask lay a chameleon of contradictions, tactician of trust, master of disguise. Leonard's methods were insidious. He did not rush. He started small. A favor here, a secret shared there. He built bridges and waited for the perfect moment to cross them. What drove him? Was it control? A deep-seated need to dominate, to assert power beneath the facade of friendly demeanor? Each act, each kill, fed a dark hunger hidden from the world's eyes. But as meticulous as Leonard was, one mistake would unravel everything. Fiber, small and overlooked at first, embedded in Decordre's jacket, linking suspect to scene. It was a silent witness to a violent act, and once discovered, it flicked the spotlight onto a man who had expertly danced through suspicion. The investigation intensified as detectives pieced together timelines, examined alibis, and chased shadows. Detective Maria Ramirez, tireless and sharp, knew the weight of every clue and the burden of every question unanswered. The investigation was labyrinthine, filled with dead ends and flashes of hope. Witnesses were reluctant, memories fragmented by fear. Each breakthrough dragged the case closer to closure, but also cast new shadows. What if Leonard's alibi masked a darker truth? What if there were others involved? The case turned into a psychological chess match, with each layer peeled back, revealing more complexity, more human tragedy. Meanwhile, Decordre's family fought their private war with grief and uncertainty. Malika's relentless quest for answers became a beacon for the community, pressing law enforcement, pushing voices that initially wanted silence. Candlelight vigils flickered with hope, neighbors whispered prayers. But healing remained elusive, tangled in the threads of doubt, and justice delayed. The courtroom drama that followed was tense and raw. Leonard faced accusations backed by forensic evidence, but met with fierce defense. Justice in this case was not clear-cut. It became a trial not just of fact, but of belief and perception. Verdicts were handed down, but the lingering question remained. Was the full truth ever uncovered, or was it buried deeper, locked away in darkness? Decordre Chiles' story is more than a chronicle of crime. It is a reflection of the precariousness of safety in a city that fights itself on many fronts. It is a stark reminder that sometimes evil wears a mask of normalcy and dwells among us, and sometimes, even when the law speaks, the silence of the shadows is louder. In the end, this case leaves us with more than answers. It leaves us with questions about trust, about justice, about how well we really know the people who live right beside us. And as the city moves on, Decordre's shadow lingers, a quiet echo in the night, urging us to never forget. If you found this story haunting, don't stop here. Watch our next case, where another hidden truth finally comes to light.